والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. My respected elders and my dear brothers and sisters, I welcome all of you with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on all of you. It's a pleasure for me to be in Tanzania, especially in the city of Dar es Salaam. It is my first visit to this country. I was there in Zanzibar for the last couple of days, and now I'm in Dar es Salaam. It was my desire to visit Tanzania, and finally Allah has made it possible, alhamdulillah. The topic of this evening's talk of mine is, what is the purpose of our lives? How many times have we thought of this question? What is the purpose of our lives? What is the purpose of our existence? Why are we here? What are we doing here? Let us analyze today from the people over here in this auditorium. How many of you have ever thought before, what is the purpose of our lives? Please raise your hand. How many of us have thought before, what is the purpose of our lives? Or maybe about 20%. Okay, about 15 to 20% have thought. Is it a requirement for us to know what is the purpose of our life? Is it a must? I will give you a few examples to make you realize whether it is a requirement or not. Once, there was a person who came at a crossroad and he asked a passerby, where does this road go? So the passerby asked him, where do you want to go? He says, anywhere. So the passerby replied, then it makes no difference which road you take. Because the person had no goal, he had no destination. So what difference does it make which road he takes? So why is he asking, where does the road go? This person had no goal, no destination. Let me give you one more example of a person who has no goal. Once the builder, he lays the foundation of making a building. So someone asks him, how many stories is the building? He says, I don't know. What is the total area of the building? He says, I don't know. So imagine a person lays the foundation of the building, doesn't know how many story building it is, doesn't know what is the total area, no goal. So in our life, if we don't know the purpose, we are like that passerby and we are like the builder. Let me give you one more example. Once a person asks his neighbor, your dog, he always chases cars and vehicles. I'm wondering, will he ever catch up with any car? So his neighbor replies, you are thinking, will he ever catch up with any car? I'm thinking, what will he do if he catches up with the car? Even if he catches up with the car, what will the dog do? So this means a purposeless goal. His goal is to catch up with the car, but what will he do after catching up with the car? So this is the second example of purposeless goal. For example, many of us, we are doing graduation. When we ask him, what will you do after graduation? I don't know. Why do you want to become a graduate? I don't know. So his goal is to become a graduate, but he has no purpose. This is the second example of having a goal without purpose. And we have several such examples. Many of the people, they blindly follow actor and celebrities, blindly. You know, people who see a lot of Hindi movies from Bollywood, they want to settle in Bombay. Why? Because Amitabh Bachchan comes to Bombay and within few weeks, few months, he becomes a multi-millionaire. So they think if we settle in Bombay, because of Bollywood, we will become multi-millionaire. Then someone buys a car, Hyundai Santro i10. Why have you bought this car? Because Shah Rukh Khan, he was in this car. I doubt whether Shah Rukh Khan ever sat in a Hyundai Santro i10 before or after the ad. For the ad, for the money, he might have sat. He may be having maybe a BMW or a Mercedes. I didn't do research. But he may not be driving a Santro Hyundai i10. Maybe for the ad, he got money. So for the ad, he might have sat in that car. After that, I doubt he ever sat in a Hyundai Santro i10. You know, many of the actors and celebrities, they are brand ambassadors. Like the brand ambassador of Tagore watch is Shah Rukh Khan. So you think if you wear a Tagore watch, you'll become Shah Rukh Khan. So this is called blindly following. Blind following. Then there are people who have a goal, like one businessman, he buys a textile factory because he knows that in textile industry good profit, so he buys it. And he has opening ceremony. So when we ask him that have you appointed a CEO, he says no. Then we ask him, where are you going to buy the textile from? He says, I don't know. Where are you going to sell your textile? He says, I don't know. So he has a goal. That means he knows that in textile industry there's profit, but no planning. Goal without planning. Let me give you another example. There's a person who wants to become the greatest scientist. He wants to become a good scientist. So he does research and he finds out that the greatest scientist of humankind was Isaac Newton. So he does his research and then he starts growing hair like Isaac Newton. He wears clothes like Isaac Newton. He wears shoes like Isaac Newton. Do you think he'll become a scientist? He has a goal. He also has a planning, but wrong planning. He thinks by keeping hair like Isaac Newton, or wearing clothes like Isaac Newton, or wearing shoes like Isaac Newton, he will become a scientist. So this is an example of a goal with planning, but wrong planning.